Good afternoon. Bakit kayo nasa ibang link? Rain. Ano ba yung link natin? Ano si Rain?
Isa lang po yung link na alam namin.
Wait lang ah. Ba't ganun? Sa announcement. Wait lang. Bakit wala yung link? Ala, dalawa pala yung link na nabigay ko. Sabi ko, nasan sila? Okay, anyway. Rain, please read the prayer. Kaya pala hintay na ako ng hintay. Pagkatapos ng 1 week, lumipat ako ng link. Okay? Rain, can you please lead the prayer? Extend na lang time, 15 minutes.
Okay po.
Thank
Let
you.
us pray. Lord, we thank you for this morning and for allowing us to have this opportunity to learn with our professor. May you guide us in our studies and keep us all safe. Amen.
Okay, so thank you for attending our online. Sabi ko, bakit wala pa? Ang link pala na nabuksan ko is the old one. Kasama niyo yung BSN 1. So let us continue our discussion. Last na yung polysaccharides. So let us review the discussion on carbohydrates. Uh, we have mono, oligo, and disaccharides. And then in the monosaccharides, we discussed uh, the most common ones. We have glucose, which is also called blood sugar or dextrose. And then we have galactose, which is a component of lactose. And then we have fructose, which is a component of sucrose. And then in the disaccharides, the most common ones are lactose, maltose, and sucrose. So when we say maltose, there are two glucose units. For for lactose, we have galactose and glucose, and then for sucrose, we have fructose and glucose. So please remember the uh, components of the different disaccharides. Okay? So, palitan ko muna yung aking PowerPoint kasi naglipids kami kanina. So, after this, we will be discussing lipids, no? Umpisa na tayo sa lipids. So, we also discussed, no, hindi ko muna i-present yung PowerPoint presentation. We also discussed the different artificial sweeteners which you can buy, no, from the grocery store. So, we have aspartame or equal, and then we have uh, sucralose, no, or Splenda, and then we have saccharin, no, uh, also known as sweet and low. Okay? So, nandun na tayo sa polysaccharides, and then review lang natin, no, and then we go to lipids. Announcements, ko ba nilagay? Okay. So, for polysaccharides, sabi natin kasi yung monosaccharide, it contains one glucose unit only. And then for disaccharides, it contains two. Then oligosaccharides, two or more up to 10. Pero in polysaccharides, it encompasses the oligosaccharides where there are many monosaccharide units or saccharide units put together uh, by a glycosidic linkage or glycosidic bond. Okay, so these are some of our polysaccharides, the most common ones. We have cellulose, and then the linkage is 1,4 beta. So pag sinabing 1,4 beta, mataas yan, di ba? And then it is found in the cell walls of plants, and then it gives support and rigidity to wood, plant stems, and grass. And then the enzyme, no? that is used to hydrolyze cellulose is called beta glycosidase. And of course, humans cannot digest it because we do not have no, this enzyme inside our body. So when we eat, no, yung mga stemmed veggies, when we move our bowels, nandun pa rin sila. Buo pa din sila. And you can still see the stem of, no, the kangkong or the pechay leaves, etc. Okay? And then, so this is your cellulose, no? It is an insoluble fiber which is found in our diets. So kaya nga pagka ano 'di ba, pagka hindi tayo mapupo, no? Anong ginagawa ni Mami? Pinakakain tayo ng papaya. 'Di ba yung papaya pagka nakita ninyo, ang dami niyang fiber sa fruit ha, mismo ng papaya, yung hinog na, yung ripe papaya. So makikita niyo yung mga fibers dun sa fruit ng papaya. Okay? So, pagka naman sumobra, ay kuminsan, sumasakit naman ang tiyan nyo sa sobrang kain, siguro mga isang buong papayang kinain ninyo, mag-LBM naman kayo sa sobra. No? But the papaya is good for eliminating our fat. Okay, so we have another one which is starch. No? So, starch is made up if you have your cellulose, beta, 1 for beta, your starch is made up of 1 for alpha, kasi nasa baba, glycosidic linkage. And there are two uh, classifications or components of starch. We have amylose, no? So pag sinabing amylose, it's linear only. And then when you say amylopectin, it is the branched starch, form of starch. Okay? And when you say, when you differentiate, no, the linkage between the two, doon sa amylose, isa lang, no? It is one for alpha, glycosidic linkage, but in amylopectin, since it is branched, no? So, may sanga. There are two types of linkages. It's one for alpha and 1,6 alpha. So again, bakit 1,6 alpha? Because the linkage is found in the first, no? Ito yung first carbon atom. Ito namang carbon atom na to is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kaya tinawag na 1,6 alpha glycosidic linkage. Okay? And then what is the enzyme that is used to digest, no, carbohydrate molecules inside our body? It is called amylase. Kaya nga sa laboratory, no? So we have a procedure there wherein saliva is one of the uh, substance that you will use in the procedure. Especially, parang sa last procedure yon ng experiment number 10 sa enzymes. No? Parang procedure letter C. Okay? So, since hindi ko alam kung tapos na kayo sa experiment number 10. So, another form of polysaccharide is your glycogen. No? Yung glycogen is the major form of polysaccharide storage in animals. And it is branched also the same as that of amylopectin. No? And then it is stored in the liver and the muscle cells. And when we go to glycolysis and gluconeogenesis, we are going to study how uh, glucose is converted to glycogen and vice versa. No? And then when glucose is needed for energy, the glucose molecules are hydrolyzed from the ends of the glycogen polymer. When you say polymer, mahabang ano yan, units, no? Of monosaccharides combined together. Parang sa polymerization ng alkenes from your organic chemistry. Okay? So because glycogen is highly branched, there are many ends available for hydrolysis. So madali siyang i-hydrolyze. Okay, so there are, what do you call this? There are other groups of carbohydrates. So we call them carbohydrate derivatives. Parang organic chemistry, we have hydrocarbon derivatives. No? Dito naman, tawag natin ah, carbohydrate derivatives. Bakit? Kasi meron ng ibang functional group na present. Meron ng tayong nitrogen. But the main components of your carbohydrates is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen only. And we have this glycose aminoglycans, no? And it is abbreviated, or the acronym is GAGs kasi plural, no? Kaya may S. So they are unbranched and derived from alternating amino. So this is your amino sugar and gluco glucuronate units. So ito yan. Kaya tinawag na hyaluronate. Okay? So, ano yung example niyan? So, examples of this are the extracellular fluids that lubricate our joints, no? O kaya yung nandito sa mata natin. Another example is chondroitin, no? So, component of our cartilages and tendons, yung sa tuhod, sa siko, dito, no? And this is the formula, no need to memorize. Ang tatandaan nyo lang yung mga definitions nila. Okay? So, tingnan nyo lang, no? Dito sa glycose aminoglycans. Kaya nga tinawag na amino, may nitrogen group. Doon naman sa chondroitin, it is the presence of the nitrogen and an atom of sulfur. Okay? Nakita nyo may sulfur dito. This is the sulfate group. SO4 yan eh. SO3. So, oxygen 3 plus 1 is 4. This is the sulfate group. No? And this is your amino group, yung NH. And the molecule is called chondroitin. Yung isa, tandaan, hyaluronate. Hyaluronate. Okay? And then, ano ang difference? Ito, may nitrogen. Itong isa, yung chondroitin, may nitrogen at saka sulfur. Rain, meron na kayong PowerPoint nito, di ba? Tama ba, Rain?
Yes po.
Okay. So, lipids na lang yung ipapadala ko, no? And then, the next one is your heparin. So, tingnan natin ano yung meron sa heparin. Para alam nyo, kung ano yung differences nung ilan ba yung ano natin? Bali, 1, 2, 4, no? Yung glycose aminoglycans that we're going to study. So, the first one is hyaluronate, no? Na may nitrogen lang yung amino group. Pag chondroitin, merong sulfate and amino. And then the next one is heparin, which is stored in the mast cells of the liver and helps in preventing blood clot. Okay? So ano yung meron naman dun sa heparin? Okay? So if you're going to observe, no, look at the structural formula of heparin, makikita nyo merong sulfate na dalawa and then merong aminosulfate. Okay? We have the NH and the sulfite, aminosulfite group. Bakit sulfite? Kasi SO3. So it's aminosulfite. And two molecules of the sulfate group. Okay, so that's heparin. Okay, so again, i-differentiate natin yung tatlo. Dapat kasi matandaan nyo, no? Gusto ko pa ulit-ulit. Yung hyaluronate, may amino group. Amino group lang. Kasi okay na to, no? Yung carboxyl group. Okay na yan. Kasi COO. Ang titingnan lang natin yung naiiba na element. So, dito may nitrogen, so amino group. Yung chondroitin, merong sulfate group at saka amino group. Okay? And then, yung heparin, no? Merong dalawang sulfate groups and we have the aminosulfide. Okay, so bali tatlo yung sulfur niya sa heparin. Ilan sa chondroitin? We have one sulfur. Tandaan nyo lang isang nitrogen. Dun sa hyaluronate, we have one nitrogen. And then in heparin, we have 3 sulfate atoms. And how many nitrogen atoms? So, isa lang. Okay, so yun yung tatandaan nyo na pagkakaiba ng tatlo. Okay? Kasi may identification tayo. No? And then the next one, another useful carbohydrate derivative is your chitin. No? So when you say chitin, it's a polysaccharide formed from N-acetyl glucosamine units, no, joined together by 1,4 beta glycosidic linkages. So yung chitin naman sunod-sunod din 'yan, no? So but the what do you call this, the element that is found in chitin is the nitrogen, which is included in the amino group. Okay, so it is beta kasi pataas siya ng pataas. Parang ano yan, parang hagdanan, no, 'di ba? Hindi naman ganyan pataas yung ano. Okay? And then so focus on the human body. We have different blood types as I have told the other group, no? So sa mga medtech, alam na alam nila 'yan. But you will also learn more from this in your professional subjects. Okay, kasi usually pupunta kayo sa magiging nurse kayo sa ospital, di ba? Ang makakasama nyo, mga medtech. No? Yung mga medtech, sila yung taga-extract ng blood. Hindi naman kayo pwede mag-extract ng blood, di ba? And sila yung nasa laboratory, kayo yung nasa nurse's station. And we are going to study 4 blood types only. A, B, and O. Marami silang blood types na pinag-aaralan. May A+, A-, B+, B-, etc. But what are the components? Dun tayo. We are after the components of these blood types. Okay? So, always remember that the blood types are based on 3 or 4 monosaccharide units. Okay? And then, each blood type has the monosaccharides below. Okay? So, ito yung lahat meron. So, we have, you're not going to memorize the structural formula. Only the names. Okay? So, we have galactose, no? L-fucose, not fructose, L-fucose. Ano yung pagkakaiba ng fucose sa fructose? You will see that there is a methyl group attached to the 6th carbon atom, to the 5th carbon atom. Kasi yung methyl group, siya yung pang-anim. Okay? So we have D-galactose, we have L-fucose, and then, of course, we have the N-acetyl, D-glucosamine. Okay, so wrong spelling wrong ha. Pati yung dash, kailangan alam nyong isulat sa fill in the blanks. Okay? Yan. Pangalan lang ang tatandaan. Okay? So, the first blood type is type A, which contains a 4th monosaccharide. So, ano ba yung 4th monosaccharide niya? Ito yung 4th monosaccharide niya, no? N-acetyl D-galactosamine. Balik tayo dun sa dun sa former slide. Ito yung original na 3 monosaccharides present in the blood types, in the different blood types. Pero yung type A, may nadagdag na isang monosaccharide. Ito yung pangalan niya. Okay, so this is the name. Ano sabihin? Ay, wait lang. Joey, itanong mo sino magbabantay sa magpa-practice ng street dance sa Sunday. Kay Eugene, sino nang kinausap niya? Kawawa naman, baka walang magbantay. Thank you. Okay, so ito yung sa type A na dagdag. Sa type B naman, simple lang yung nadagdag na monosaccharide. It is only D-galactose. No? And then type AB has both type A and type B carbohydrates. So, ibig sabihin, yung type AB, meron ito, merong D galactose. Okay? Tapos, ito yung components niya, no? So, look at the components in the block diagram. So, yung tatlo, talagang nandun siya, no? Tapos, ito yung pagkakaiba nilang dalawa. Pag type AB, lahat yan meron, no? Meron ito, meron ito, meron ito. No? Merong acetyl, galactosamine, at saka galactose. And then for type O, yung tatlo lang. No? Yung tatlo lang ang meron. Okay? And then the last slide would be the blood of one individual may contain antibodies to another type. And type O blood are called universal donors because people with any other blood type have no antibodies to type O. Pero, ito kasi mahirap hanapin yung AB, no? Those with type AB blood are universal recipients naman because their blood contains no antibodies to AB or O. So, mahirap siyang hanapin. Pero yung O, yan, talagang universal donor ang type O, yung people with type O blood. Okay, so this is the last slide. So, do you have any questions? Any questions with the last uh, few slides, the polysaccharides? Any questions? Rain? Kapag katahimik, wala ha. Sige, mag-quiz na tayo. Wait lang. So, check ko lang ha. Module 2 post-task. So, hindi ko pa pala ito na-share. So, you have how many minutes? Gusto nyo sa Saturday na lang to, yung quiz natin. So, it will be online also. Kapag di kayo sumagot, ngayon na. So, what we're going to do is to proceed to our discussion on lipids. Sana si Ray, nawawala.
No po. I think Saturday na lang po.
Sabi ko na nga,
Or
ang bagal-bagal.
nagta-thumbs up po kasi yung mga
Ay, sorry, hindi
iba.
ko nakita. O sige, Saturday ang quiz natin. So, it's March 2, no? Anuhin ko lang March 2. So, same time, 3 to 4. 3 to 4, 45 minutes naman yun. Tama ba yung nilagay ko dito? Time limit is 45 minutes. Magkikita na naman tayo next week. And then, ang tagal pa ng midterm exam nyo. Diba? Ano pa? March 20. Pasok ba tayo ng Pasok pa ba tayo ng March 25 and 26? March 23 tayo magmi-midterm, ha? Okay ba yun, Irene? March 23?
March 23 po?
Oo. Saturday. Gusto niyo ba pumasok pa ng Monday? Sige, okay lang. Monday tsaka Tuesday. Bago Holy Thursday. Holy Wednesday. Saturday kasi PTHS tayo. Iisipin nyo
Hindi
lang.
po pwede ng Tuesday or Thursday po. Pwede ko po itanong na lang muna yung mga kaklase ko po.
Sige, oo, pero ang kasi natin is schedule natin is March 23, 25, and 26. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-advance. Ha? So, 25 is Holy Monday, 26 is Holy Tuesday, so doon tayo mag-exam kung ayaw nyo ng 23. No? Kasi hanggang 26 naman yung pasok namin. So, we're going to have our quiz on Saturday. Okay, so that's online. Online na lang, hindi na kayo papasok. So, na-save ko na to. Okay, so you can just open it at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Ha? 3 to 4, 45 minutes. Okay?
May Google Meet pa po ba?
Hindi na. Yun yung gagawin natin sa Saturday. Kasi I'm going to advance our lecture until 4:15, no? Kasi for 3:15 kayo, 3:15 ko kayo nakita. Wala naman kayong klase ng ng 4 o'clock, di ba?
Wala naman po.
Sige.
5
Okay.
pa po.
Sige, sige. Thank you. Pwede pa kayo magmerienda ng 45 minutes. Okay? So, I'm going to share first the uh, pages in our lips, no? At saka yung, ang tawag dito, yung classification of lipids na shinare ko sa kabila last meeting. Okay? So, share ko. Nakikita nyo na ba? Hindi ko nakikita. Ay, kulang. Dapat lakihan ko, no? Okay, so lipids. Okay, so this is the one that we're going to study for lipids. So we have to classify lipids first, then give the properties later. Tapos isa-isahin natin yan. I'm going to share with you the PowerPoint presentation again, no, for this particular chapter. Kasi nauna sa libro ay lipids, kaya chapter 19 siya. So, kayo magtataka doon sa number ng chapter. Tapos pagkatapos ng lipids, tsaka pa lang yung uh, carbohydrates. No? Pero doon sa module natin, nauna yung carbohydrates and then lipids. Okay, so lipids will be the second biomolecule that we are going to study. And lipids are classified into, nandun yan sa nyo ha, parang nakalink siya, external link dun sa one of the pages in your lipid modules. So it could be hydrolyzable. Also, when you say hydrolyzable, the other term is saponifiable lipids. And what are the compounds involved when we say saponifiable lipids? So we use sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide for saponifiable lipids. And then we have also non-hydrolyzable or non-hydrolyzable lipids. Okay? And then there are three classifications for hydrolyzable lipids. We have the triacyl glycerols. Please take note of the names. Triacyl glycerides or neutral fats. Then we have waxes, and then we have the phospholipids. Okay? So on the other hand, we have the non-saponifiable lipids. We have steroids or sterols. We have the fat-soluble vitamins. So ano yung mga fat-soluble vitamins? We have four only, unlike the water-soluble vitamins, which we're going to study in the last module of biochemistry, which is nutrition. And then we have the eicosanoids. Okay, if you have questions, you ask me immediately. Please unmute, ha? Okay, so ito, nandun naman yan dun sa page ninyo. No need to have a screenshot for this. So let's go to the PowerPoint presentation, no? Ng lipids. Nasa lipids. Yan. Okay, so bawat slide, di-discuss ko na mabuti, no? And then, if you have questions, you immediately raise your hands or unmute. So the second biomolecule, lipids, no? So they are soluble in organic solvents and insoluble in water. So I hope we can correlate this to your laboratory. If you have done the procedures in the lab, Rain, tapos na kayo ng lipids? Yes or no?
Na experiments po?
Oo, hindi pa. Tapos na hindi pa. Dati,
Hindi ko,
ano yan?
hindi ko po matandaan.
4, 5, 6 yan. After carbohydrates, ano ba yun? Di ba kayo nag-experiment? Buko kay Ma'am Luningning. Kay Ma'am,
Nag-experiment po. Ang tanda ko lang po kasi yung mga experiment numbers po.
o ano nga yung number?
Pang-experiment 4 na po kami, ang alam ko po.
Yung carbohydrates pa lang. Tama ba? Nagdala
Opo,
na ba kayo
siguro
ng
po.
butter, ng margarine? Nagdala na kayo, hindi pa?
Nagdala na po, nagawa na po namin yun.
So
Yung
ibig
sa margarine.
okay. So tapos na kayo sa lipids. So ang ito kasi ay yung carbohydrates, experiment number 4 and 5 yun. Tapos yung lipids, experiment number 6 and 7. Kasi pagdating ng 8 and 9, proteins na yon, 10 ay enzymes. No? So you are done with the properties. Madali lang naman kasi yung experiment sa laboratory. Solubility lang yon. You're going to use sodium hydroxide, hydrochloric acid, distilled water, and diethyl ether, no, in the solubility. So let us correlate our lecture to your laboratory. So lipids are biomolecules that are soluble in organic solvents and insoluble in water. So your result in the lab should be based on this. So kung insoluble in water, lahat nung ginamit natin na test reagents kasi mas maganda na correlate natin sa lab. So, ang sagot nyo talaga doon is insoluble. And the organic solvent that we use in the laboratory is your diethyl ether. No, ether lang naman nakalagay, but it's a diethyl ether which we use in the laboratory. So, the lipid molecules are soluble only in nonpolar solvents because lipids are nonpolar molecules. Okay? So, anong sinusunod natin? We always follow the principle like dissolves like in solubility. So, ang lalagay nyo lang dapat dun sa observation would be soluble or insoluble. Okay? And they are not defined by a particular functional group, unlike in our hydrocarbon derivatives. There are several functional groups which identify one compound from the other hydrocarbon derivatives. Okay? So they contain many nonpolar carbon to carbon and carbon to hydrogen bonds and few polar bonds resulting in their water insolubility. So if you're going to look at the examples of lipids in the internet, no, makikita nyo lagi siyang may COOH. The carboxyl group is always present in your lipids, in your lipid molecules, especially in the lipid bilayer, which we're able to draw, no? Uh, dun sa experiment number 3 in your laboratory, yung cell structure, no? You were asked to draw the lipid bilayer. Okay? So again, lipids, no? They are biomolecules that are soluble in organic solvents and insoluble in water. And actually, they are also colorless and they are odorless, no? Yan. So this is what I have shown you earlier. Lipids can be categorized as hydrolyzable, which they can be converted into smaller molecules, catabolic, no, metabolism. Kasi from a complex substance to a more simple ones is catabolism. So ito yung hydrolyzable lipids, no? Uh, Under these, we have waxes, triacylglycerols, and phospholipids. Okay? And then on the other hand, we have the non-hydrolyzable lipids, which can be steroids or sterols, no? Yung ito, ang test naman na ginawa diyan, especially for the presence of cholesterol, is the Lieberman-Burchard test in the lab. Parang yun yung experiment number 7. No, we have Salkowski. We have, tatlo lang naman yung procedures doon. Salkowski, Liberman, and the iodine test. No? So, yun lang. So, when you test for the presence of cholesterol in the laboratory, especially using the Liberman Burchard test, you're going to produce a green solution. No? Pagka nag-green, no, yung solution ninyo, pag nilagyan nyo ng reagent, ibig sabihin, may presence of cholesterol. Because for steroids, now for cholesterol, we have a specific test. And the test is Lieberman-Burchard test. Okay? And then, of course, we have the fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. And the eicosanoids. So these are the non-hydrolyzable lipids. Hindi na sila pwedeng ma-cleave, no, into smaller units, no, or compounds. So what we are saying here, kaya nga nandiyan yung nandiyan yung term na hydrolyzable, no? So because we pertain to hydrolysis. Okay, kaya nga hydrolyzable, they can be converted into smaller molecules by the process of hydrolysis. And pag non-hydrolyzable, ito naman, cannot be cleaved, no, into smaller molecules by aqueous hydrolysis. Okay? So, when you say hydrolyzable lipids, they are derived from fatty acids. Okay? And you can always see the presence of the carboxylic group. Laging meron yan sa drawing. C double bond OH. Okay? And then, fatty acids, they are carboxylic acids, kaya nga may COOH, with long carbon chains of, please take note, there are 12 to 20 carbon atoms. No? And one of the examples is your palmitic acid. No need to memorize the chemical formula. So just to show you, bakit tinawag na non-polar portion? Kasi puro carbon single bonds, carbon single bonds, carbon single bonds, hanggang dun sa carboxyl group. So the black ones are the carbon atoms, the red ones are the oxygen atoms, and the white ones are the hydrogen atoms. Okay? So, yan, puro hydrogen yung puro white. Tapos dalawa lang yung oxygen. Ito nyo dito sa formula. So listen ha. Tapos, yung mahabang carbon to carbon, they are the non-polar portion. Kasi they are not soluble in water. That makes them na insoluble in water. Kasi ang haba. No? Tapos very stable pa yung bonds nila, hindi pwede mag-break. And then you have the polar portion, which is the hydrophilic one. So when you say hydrophilic, yan yung pwedeng mag-react sa tubig, no? Itong hydrophilic. Kasi pag sinabi mong hydrophilic, ano yan, water-loving. Pagka, di ba yung phobia, fear. So when you say hydrophobic, it is water-fearing. So ayaw niya ng tubig. So, di ba, pag naghugas kayo ng kamay, kunyari, kumain kayo sa Jollibee, o kayo sa McDo, sa KFC, yung, di ba, sinasabunan nyo muna yung kamay nyo pagka mamantika. Dahil pag hindi nyo nilagyan ng sabon, at tinapat nyo lang sa gripo, hindi man natatanggal yung mantika eh. Pero pag sinabunan nyo, di ba, malinis kagad yung kamay nyo. Why? Kasi doon sa mantika, meron tayong polar head and the non-polar portion. And the soap, no? If you will recall the last procedure in the laboratory, the part on the surface tension, soap acts as an emulsifying agent. No? Yung soap kasi, meron din yung polar head and may non-polar tail. So pag nag-react yung polar head ng soap and yung non-polar portion ng soap dun sa grease, no? At hinugasan yung kamay niyo sa tubig, it is the polar portion of water, it is the polar portion of the grease that will react with water. So pagka nahugasan nyo ng yung kamay nyo ng tubig na may sabon, pag nawala na yung sabon, dumikit na lahat doon yung grease, malinis na yung kamay ninyo. No? Kasi yung tubig will react with the polar portion of the fatty acid. Okay, kaya lumilinis yung kamay. Parang ganun pag naliligo kayo, no? Nalilinis yung katawan ninyo. Uh, because of the emulsifying action of soap. Okay. Next. If you're going to look at all the formulas, structural formula, condensed structural formulas of fatty acids, makikita ninyo they have even number of carbon atoms. No? Mamaya makikita natin, magbibilang tayo ng carbon atoms. And fatty acids can be saturated or unsaturated. So when you say, Brian, nasabihan mo na yung mga class press, yung mga pupuntang ultra, ay Billy, Brian tuloy, sorry, na yung pink na yon ang gagawin nilang flaglets. Nasabihan mo na? Eh, paano mo i-distribute yung mga flaglets na yan? Bukas. Sa lahat ng departments. Okay. So, puro first year lang ng dent ang sasama, except for 2B. Kasi sila lang yung estudyante ko sa Monday. Kuwawa naman yung iba. Okay na. Okay. Nabigyan na ng T. Wait lang, class. Wait lang, ha.
May ano po kayo, advice.
Ano yun?
Student po sa advisory test mo, papasayin daw po. Date daw po sa kanila sa klase ko ang nakopya. Kasi nga may sugat daw po sa kanila.
Okay, pumunta sa klinika mo. Hindi ko pa sila estudyante ngayon eh. Learning term. Kuha na kamo siyang temporary, readmission card. Okay, so let us continue. Fatty acids can be saturated or unsaturated. Pag sinabing saturated, puro single bonds lang siya. No, except for the carboxyl group yung nasa dulo. No? Balik tayo dito. Puro single bonds lang pag saturated. Except for this, talaga kasing nandyan siya yung C double bond OOH. But the carbon long chain, non-polar group should be all be single bonds kapag tinawag na saturated fatty acids. Pagka naman sinabing unsaturated fatty acids, they have one or more double bonds, no? And yung healthy part will be the cis configuration. If you will remember if you will recall, no, the chapter on alkenes, no, meron tayong tinatawag na cis and trans configuration. And it is the unsaturated fatty acids that is better than the trans configuration. Why? Because the trans configuration can act as saturated fatty acids which are not healthy, no? Fatty acids. Okay? And always remember that as the double bonds in the fatty acid increases, no, the melting point decreases. So it is inversely proportional. Kasi pagka increase, decrease, ang tawag doon directly proportional. Pero pagka isa tumaas, tapos yung isa bumaba, it is inversely proportional. Ang tatandaan ninyo, pag dumadami yung double bonds, bumababa ang melting point. Okay, so, yan yun, ha? So, next. So, this is an example of a saturated fatty acid. Ito yung lagi na ginagamit na example, stearic acid, but there are more. There are other saturated fatty acids used as examples. Ito yung pinaka-common, no? And then, ito din, yung stearic acid, ito yung kinuhanan nyo ng melting point last sem. dun sa experiment number 10 ng organic chemistry. Okay? So, kinuha nyo yung melting point ng stearic acid. So, this is the formula of your stearic acid. So, magbibilang na tayo ngayon. So, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Sabi natin even. Pagkakasama to, 18. But in the formula, C17 kasi yung ihiwalay natin yung COOH. So what is the formula of stearic molecular formula? So as we count the number of carbon atoms, meron na siyang isang C17. Ay, gawin natin subscript. C17. Okay, so ilang hydrogen atoms? Ibilangin natin. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, plus yung tatlo ay 35. Tapos, meron tayong carbon dito, dalawang oxygen sa isang hydrogen. So, the formula, molecular ha, molecular formula is, bakit ayaw mo? COOH. Yan. So, this is the molecular formula of stearic acid. Lagay ko sa ilalim. So, we combine all the carbon atoms together and we combine all the hydrogen atoms together except for the carboxyl group. So, COOH. And then for oleic acid, oleic acid, it is an unsaturated fatty acid. Okay, so the melting point. Look at the difference in melting points. No, meron siyang double bond, so mas mababa yung kanyang melting point kesa sa stearic acid. Kasi if you're going to look at stearic acid, wala siyang double bond. Okay, so dito naman sa oleic acid, we have a double bond. If you're going to look at the configuration, it is cis. Bakit cis? No? Yung dalawang hydrogen, parehong nasa itaas ng carbon atoms. Yun lang yung tatandaan nyo ha. Kunyari meron akong nilagay na figure sa exam natin. At nakita nyo na yung hydrogen ay parehong nasa taas. No? At yung mga ibang, what do you call this, alkyl groups nasa ibaba. No? It is cis. Pag nakakita naman kayo na yung isang hydrogen nasa ibaba at itong buong ito ay nasa itaas, ang tawag doon trans. Pabaliktarin nyo lang itong isang carbon atom. Pag ilagay nyo yung hydrogen sa baba, ilagay nyo ito sa taas. Pagka ganun na nakita nyo, magka-opposite yung dalawa. Trans yun. Pagka pareho, nasa side, cis. So, yun ang tatandaan ninyo. Okay? And then, we have fatty acids which are essential inside the body. Bakit tinawag na essential? Kasi, our body cannot synthesize these essential fatty acids. And two of the essential fatty acids given, are linoleic and linolenic. So, yung pangatlo, sulat ko dun sa chat box natin. No? Okay lang, Corinne. Sabi ni Isabella last. Oo, tama naman. Ano yun? Experiment number 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 yung iodine test, Isabella. No? Pero bakit yung si Hana, sabi niya last experiment po, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Meron naman din iodine test sa carbohydrates. Kaya lang, baka hindi niyo pa kasi kung nagawa niyo na yung mga margarine, mga butter, ibig sabihin, nakarating na kayo ng lipids. But anyway, let us continue. I'll just write the third, no? Essential, mag-take down note sa essential fatty acids. So the third one, aside from linolenic. Ito na yung third ha. We have arachidonic. Arachidonic. Medyo mahirap sabihin ha. Yan. So there are three, hindi lang nakalagay dun sa PowerPoint presentation yung third, no? Third uh, essential fatty acid. So, yung linoleic, nakita ko to sa advertisement ng Birch Tree dati. No? Hanapin nyo sa YouTube yung advertisement ng Birch Tree. Makikita nyo doon with omega-3 fatty acid. The only milk with omega-3 fatty acid. Noon yun. O kasi ngayon, ginagamit na nila yung omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids. Okay? So, linoleic, bakit tinawag na omega-6? If you're going to count, no? So, this is the long hydrocarbon chain of linoleic acid. May mga double bonds. Saan yung unang makikita yung first double bond? You count from this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So, the first double bond is found in carbon number 6. That is why it is called omega-6 fatty acid or acid. Okay? Yun namang isa, yung linolenic. Kita natin yan, no? Pag nakakita kayo ng omega-3, ay, linolenic acid present dyan. Alam nyo na kagad. Okay? So, yung linolenic, no? So, bakit tinawag na omega-3? Because from the first carbon atom, 1, 2, 3, ayan yung double bond. No? Katabi niya yung double bond. So, linolenic is called omega-3 acid. Any questions up to this slide? Kailangan magtanong ha. Any questions up to this slide? And then the third essential fatty acid is arachidonic acid, which I placed in the chat box. Any questions? Sige, matahimik talaga. Mabait pa, di ba? So next, in our hydrolyzable lipids, sabi natin may waxes, may triacid glycerols, and then we have our phospholipids. No? So we have 67 slides for this. I'm going to send these, and I want you to read the contents of the slide for our discussion next meeting. Ayoko ng So before the discussion, we are going to have recitation first of what you have read in the PowerPoint presentations, and a review of what we did today. Okay, so the first one is your waxes, so they are esters formed from a fatty acid and a high molecular weight alcohol. If you're going to recall again your organic chemistry, esters are formed when there is a reaction between an organic acid and an alcohol. In this case, in your waxes, we are going to combine the fatty acid and a long chain. Ito dinagdag ko na kanina. I-save ko nga para ito ipapadala ko sa inyo. And a long chain, imbis na alcohol lang, long chain monohydric alcohol. So when you say long chain, ang haba ng carbon to carbon. And then, bakit monohydric? Kasi isa lang yung OH. Okay? And then, when you combine the two, you're going to form a wax. And then, water is eliminated. So, it will be a side product. Kasi magko-combine yung dalawa. Kaya nga tinawag na ester. So, wax is an ester. Na galing dito sa fatty acid and of course your alcohol. Any questions? Ulit, yung waxes, They are made from fatty acid and a long chain monohydrate alcohol. So if it is a fill in the blank question in the quiz, I would like you to answer long chain monohydrate alcohol, not just alcohol only. Okay, next. So what are the examples? Earlier we have 3 examples, no? Yung iba ginamit na sa laboratory. We have 3 examples. So the first one is the spermaceti wax, no? So it is isolated from the heads of sperm cell. So I would like you to remember only the uh, name of the ester of the spermaceti wax. No, saan siya galing? Galing siya sa palmitic acid at saka sa cetyl alcohol. Sabi natin yung waxes galing sa fatty acid and a long chain monohydric alcohol. And this is an example of a monohydric alcohol. Bakit monohydric? Okay. So isa lang yung OH, di ba? And then we counted earlier, we counted the number of carbon atoms. Di ba 15 yan? Palagay 15. Tapos may isa pa dito, so 16. Ang haba na nun, 16. Yung hydrogen, 2 times 15 is 30. Plus 3 is 33. Hindi ko binilang yung H dito kasi ilagay ko dito siya sa OH. Okay, so what you're going to remember are the names of the alcohol and the name of the fatty acid forming spermaceti wax. So, anong pinagsama? Palmitic acid and cetyl alcohol. So, in the naming of esters also in your organic chemistry, nauna yung pangalan ni alcohol. No? Kunyari, ang pangalan yun, nanok by tubes. Kay Aliyah is Aguila. So, yung Aliyah, yung alcohol.
Hello po, ma'am.
You're going to look at the names, no? Makikita nyo yung cetyl nasa unahan. Siya yung first name. And then palmitate is the last name because the IC from palmitic is changed to ATE. Yan lang tatandaan yung wala ng iba. So spermaceti wax is cetyl palmitate, which is major component of spermaceti. Ano ba yung tinanggal natin dito sa dalawa? We removed a molecule of water. Pangalan lang ang mga tatandaan ninyo, not the structural formulas anymore. Okay, so the first one again, example of an example of a wax is your spermaceti wax. Okay, the second one is parang ang dinagdag ko doon is lanolin, which is not included, no, in our PowerPoint presentation. When you say lanolin, this is the component, no, which is used in lipstick, in lip balm, in your lotion, in medicine, etc. Okay, so the second one I would like you to take down is your lanolin. Okay, so the third one is your beeswax. Okay? Kung yung spermaceti wax, the major component is cetyl palmitate. Beeswax is made up of myricil palmitate. So, ibig sabihin, ang alcohol na ginamit, myricil alcohol and palmitic acid. So, from the name itself, dapat alam nyo na kung ano yung ginamit na alcohol, ano yung ginamit na acid. From the name itself. So, kasama yan sa recitation natin, no? Next meeting. Okay? So, if you're going to look, no, at the components of your beeswax Ito yung alcohol natin. Basta tatandaan nyo lang, yung alcohol nandun, mag-isa lang yung oxygen. Yung fatty acid, ang tatandaan nyo, nandun yung carbonyl group, yung C double bond. Okay, so this is the fatty acid part. This is the alcohol part. Okay, any questions? Up to slide number 12. So, kasi mininonote down ko yung mga slides na natapos na natin so that we can continue. Okay, so okay na for 15. Eksakto. So, today is 2:29. So, we are done up to slide number 12 already. So, I'm going to share this with you in the announcement page, no, together with BSN 1. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and I would like to thank everyone. Hindi na ako mag-check na attendance, no? So, next meeting na lang. Okay, so I assume that everybody is present today. Okay, so thank you everyone. No? I hope you learned a lot today. Okay, by the way, please do not forget to evaluate all your teachers, not only with it, all your teachers. Kasi may deadline yon. And kami yung napapagalitan pag hindi kami nagpapaalala. Okay? Thank you and God bless. Take care, everyone.